been told by plenty of people, including Quackers at the moment, is to look outside. Oh my goodness. Has someone put pink outside? Hey guys, welcome back to another video where today we're in the Growth of Giggles RP. And as you can see, there are many people around, including them being the new morphs in this winter update. Oh, this is going to be so awesome. Look at everyone here. Although, with our normals, we've got Quackers and we've got Galaxy with us today. And we're going to be checking out the new areas, what's actually new in this update. And I have heard there is, in fact, some new morphs. As we can see, obviously, one of them behind us, which looks to be like a Christmas grumble with old Santa hat on his head, which looks pretty awesome to check out, as well as putting some of our theories together, which I'm really looking forward to. So straight away, bringing up the menu, you can see there's quite a few characters to choose from, which we have seen, you know, a couple of times before. I have seen that we've actually got the Ice Spire Grumble, which is clearly what we just had a look at. And I can see, obviously, from the previous update, we've got the Party Grumble from Season 2, which if you haven't seen yet, why not? You need to check it out. It's pretty awesome. And further down the list, I can see we've actually got the badges, which again, if you haven't got these yet, I have got a video for each one of the badges, which I'm sure will help you. So check those out. And just next to these, we've got the Season 2 versions of Guiding Light and Mischievous Light. Now, quickly putting that aside and heading on to the teleport, I have noticed that there's a few more areas. And also the icons, which is the Growth of Giggle or the L Splash, basically representing that it's the map from the real game. And surprisingly enough, if I scroll down, you will see we've now got the courtyard, which is the legit L Splash map. So nothing's been changed on that. And then we've also got the control room, which we see in Season 2. So really quickly, as we've got a whole bunch of people here with us, let's have a look at the first new morph, which looks to be Ice Spire Grumble. And check this out. Oh, this is so awesome. The design is really nice. There's a lot of glare in this room. I have noticed, but didn't really acknowledge the amount of snow in this room. And there's even a thing saying here, all of these snow are fake, Curious Light. And they were, like, I don't know, spiky bouldery things that we saw last time. And only a few of them which are here. I wonder, only these ones are frozen. All the others, apart from in the water, are, they're just normal. So I'm wondering if that maybe turned into something as we get nearer to, like, Christmas. Maybe it evolves and makes a new pathway or something. But I can see we got the same actions as the other grumbles. So we got, like, laugh. Obviously, jump scare, which is pretty awesome. And a crucifix, which is pretty crazy. Such a awesome animation to have. And the different face expressions, which I think will work once he's done being crucified. It's almost like he's been infected with ice, but we won't go there because we know that's not the case. It's pretty cool, and I love the attachment of the little pad at the top. I think that's actually pretty cool. And look at this, I've got someone here jumping going, it's Santa Grandpa, am I on the nice list? No! Why, yes, you are! Galaxy, who's dressed up as Pooh Dizzy with the biggest feet in the world. It's kind of rude if you think that's how big my feet are. Dah! I don't know, Galaxy. He thinks that Dizzy has big feet. And I can see that this is probably Quackers tucked over here in the corner. I feel like this is him, and he's probably up to no good. But obviously, this is the first one. So let's move on to the next one. And I want to check out the new areas as well. Although I can see that someone here has got their crucifix out because they really don't want me going anywhere further than I am. What? And it's it looks like they're trying to figure out which one of these two is actually me. And it looks like they got it right. So let's head on down where we got the Ice Spire Grumble. We obviously checked out Party Grumble Season 2 last time. And the next one on the list, it seems to be Guiding Light version 2. And let's check this out. Oh, that's so awesome. Literally like we saw it in the Season 2 Episode 1, which is pretty cool. I mean, I think we might be better off teleporting to a different part of the map. So let's go to the courtyard, which I don't think it's been tweaked in any way or form. But it makes it easier to see this morph, isn't it, Galaxy? Doesn't it make it easier to see this awesome-looking morph with your ginormous feet? Huh? Very shiny. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So we have the ability to put the toggles on, obviously go invisible, so I can hide from people. Although, my name tag is still above my head. I wouldn't say that's very good hiding. But I like the fact you can go invisible and then just reappear to do a bit of a jump scare. And then if we are, well, actually, we can toggle walking. What kind of walk is that? This is crazy. Look at this thing. It's almost like a feminine, I guess, figure. I feel that's what these are based off, is off the figure characters, but with a little bit more of an evolution with extra, like, I don't know, wings or potentially different heads. Actually, they've evolved quite a lot since the first ones we saw. This is actually pretty cool. And we have the ability to just sit. Almost like you're sat there having a strop, going nowhere until you get your way, right? That's how that works. It's totally how it works. Although someone's jumping on my face. I do not appreciate that. Now, what would be awesome is if we could actually fly, right? Wouldn't that be amazing? So if I was to do... Aw. It doesn't do the animation when we do the fly command when we're actually flying, which is a bit of a shame because that would have been like the perfect way to make it look like it's flying. But still, this is like the second of the newest ones. So let's have a look at what else. And it looks like we have Mischievous Light, the one who has admitted to controlling Seek from the beginning to take out the Grumbles, which, let's be honest, is kind of rude, and I'm sure he has his reasons, but I don't agree with him. He's basically wiped out the whole family. Actually, Galaxy is saying that this is the scary one. It is quite scary. This is the evil one. Look at that eye. Look at that face. It just shows or oozes evilness. Now, we've got the sparkles that we can toggle. We can go visible again, which is great because look at that. We look like just a little spirit. Literally like a little soul, a little piece of spirit floating around. And you're like, shabam! I am the big, evil, mischievous light. Check it out. Oh, that's pretty cool. So we can walk and... fly? Yeah, check it out. And we got the ability to sit very much in the same way as the other, which actually Galaxy had it right. Looking at this now in more detail, it's definitely sat there meditating, right? I mean, it's just there cross-legged with its arms out. I suppose you could say that's just a bit more of like a chill way to relax. But he's also now screaming at me saying to sniff his feet. I don't want to sniff your big stinky feet. Galaxy, that is gross. So, yes, I really like these new morphs. And by the way, these two, as well as Ice Spire and Party Grumble from Season 2, are all free. They require no badges. There is, in fact, a badge to get on this update, which all you got to do, as you'll see on the screen, is to just simply go into the game in between the 14th and the 31st of December, and you'll gain the badge that is this one. And it's literally just basically welcome to the winter update, because this is actually quite a nice addition. Now, we're going to head over to the control room, and for a very, very good reason. So as you see, we're headed into this room, and this should look quite familiar to you, because you have the two seats here where we saw Guardian Light as well as Curious Light having a conversation. And from this screenshot, we had this text on the wall, and then from a snippet from the actual video, you can kind of get a glimpse of it like this. And we read it as, why is everyone talking about a person calls L Splash? Now, you and I and everyone else all knows that L Splash is the OG dev for Doors. Now, the reason they have this written here makes me think that Guardian Light, Curious Light, and Mischievous Light are obviously like admins for the game. They kind of make sure no one goes too far out of bounds and things don't kind of go too far amiss and don't break the game, and they keep it under control. So they probably don't know who L Splash is. Now, with that being said, I honestly do think that this was written by one of the lights, and they have no idea who L Splash is, but clearly have overheard the name of it from the players who are trying to get through, especially around like room 100, or whichever room it is when you manage to meet Grumble for the first time. Now, as you can see, it's really awesome to see the rest of this room. It's pretty dark at the moment, but I think if we were to become the original Mischievous Light, it emits quite a lot of red light, and it's not too bad, even if I go invisible, right? That's perfect. It gives us a great view of these dark parts of the room. So, it's pretty cool to see the room. It's pretty basic, and it's cool to see the little doors and the other features that we see in the clip itself. And if we go through here, this is probably the iconic part that you'll recognize with the systems, where they check to see what's broken, especially over here. I think it was the nest that became unstable after Seek caused some massive destruction, bomb-like, well, thing to cause Party Grumble to get stuck. Although we don't see it in the actual episode, but it's in the trailer. Now, with this being said all here, which is pretty awesome, we have got two beams of light, of which Guardian Light and Curious Light are here. But I don't see anything for our good old kind of, you know, the evil guy for the season of Mischievous Light. There's nothing here for him. So maybe that adds in another potential lore on that he doesn't actually ever work with these two, and he's always been kind of isolated. If that's by his own doing with what he's done previously, I'm not too sure. But you guys might have an idea, and it'd be pretty cool if you put them in the comments below so I can see what you think. Now, I'm being told by plenty of people, including Quackers at the moment, to look outside. My goodness. Has someone put pink outside? Look at that. It's Pink from Rainbow Friends and SpongeBob. Oh, my goodness. And Shrek. I want to see this beautiful masterpiece that these guys have done in better view. And look at this. All of the paths are on fire. Pink is here with an ear on fire. Shrek is chilling, T-posing in the air. SpongeBob is kind of on fire. And everyone else has, oh. I think they got rid of the invisible barrier. And now people can just kind of oof themselves in this corner. Look at this. What? Oh, it looks like they're on an endless loop. I feel really bad for them, but at the same time... Wait, are they building a path? I think they're building a path from outside of this room. What could they possibly be trying to reach? Look at this. Oh, this is cool. Okay, they're making a proper platform that's here inside where you've got ginormous Pink, obviously Shrek, and SpongeBob. I mean, it's a shame that all of these platforms and doors are on fire because this would be a really cool room to see, especially where they're making a plank for these guys to be able to get out onto. Although, I can see they're desperately trying to get through. They are desperately trying to get through. Oh, they made it. Oh, look at this. They now have the potential to see this room. Someone removed the floor. Oh, dear. Everyone's being oofed. I don't know what to say anymore. People are just jumping out like... I don't even know. Just like crazy people. So while they're building this platform to make it over to Pink, and obviously everyone can see it, we've now checked out all of the new morphs on this winter update. We've seen the badge, which you get when you jump into the game. We've got the control room and the courtyard, of which we've checked out or had a look at both. And the control one is pretty cool because this is literally what we see, well, apart from Pink. Pink is obviously an odd one that's been added, but this whole thing here is what we see in the first episode. And the fact you can scroll through the list as well, like this, that's just cool. I love the interactivity. I really hope they might add a button or something that allows you to cause the nest to become unstable. And then at that point, you can simply cause it to, like, fall apart. Or maybe make it kind of explode. So it looks a bit like the trailer where everything's on fire and rocks are, like, collapsed. And it just literally, it just looks really awesome. Now, I can see Galaxy has been up to no good. And he's taken Curious Light's star. And he's now saying he's being summoned. Yeah, being summoned to the naughty corner because you're destroying stuff. Yeah, I mean, what is Quackers up to at the moment? He is currently... Oh, look, all the paths. Oh, this is pretty cool. All the paths are now not on fire, and it looks really nice. I'm surprised they haven't put a platform further down for them to drop down to and have a little look. But for right now, this is crazy. Look at this. The fact that we have Pink just chilling in here as well is just, I don't even know. I've got no words for it, honestly. They're just going crazy with building stuff. So at this point in time, that is everything that is to show that I'm aware of for this new update. If I get told of anything else, then I will obviously show it to you guys. But for now, this is what we got. And yes, it's a pretty awesome update. If you enjoyed the video, remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye!